Ever wondered how powerful Mother Nature can truly be? It's a question that evokes awe and fear in equal measure. The raw, unbridled force of nature is something that humankind has always been fascinated with. We marvel at its beauty, yet tremble at its unpredictability. From raging storms to devastating earthquakes, the power of natural disasters is both terrifying and mesmerizing. Today, we're exploring this paradox, this force beyond our control. Let's dive into the top 10 natural disasters caught on camera. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have the awe-inspiring yet terrifying spectacle of tornadoes. These rotating columns of air are the result of severe thunderstorms, and their strength and speed can be simply devastating. Tornadoes form when warm, moist air collides with cold, dry air, creating a violent spinning updraft. The US Midwest, known as Tornado Alley, sees the most tornadoes annually, but they can occur almost anywhere under the right conditions. The effects of these whirlwinds are nothing short of disastrous. Homes, infrastructure, and lives can be swept away in an instant. In some cases, entire communities have been leveled, leaving residents to rebuild from scratch. The aftermath is often a stark landscape of debris and destruction, a stark reminder of the raw power that nature holds. A powerful reminder of nature's fury, isn't it? Moving on to number 9, we encounter a disaster that is as awe-inspiring as it is terrifying. Picture this: the earth shuddering beneath your feet, the very ground you trust turning against you. Yes, we're talking about earthquakes. Born from the movement of tectonic plates deep within the Earth's crust, these seismic events have the power to shake cities to their core. From the destruction of ancient civilizations to the modern metropolises of today, earthquakes have long held a place in human history. But what causes them? It's a dance of geology, a ballet of rock and pressure, culminating in a release of energy that can be felt miles away. And the effects? They can be catastrophic. Buildings crumble, roads crack, and in a matter of moments, landscapes are changed forever. Lives are disrupted, and recovery can take years, even decades. No one saw that coming, and yet it left an indelible mark. At number 8, we have the infamous wildfires. These raging infernos are not just a product of dry, hot weather, but often the result of human negligence and even deliberate arson. Imagine the emerald green of a dense forest transforming into a fiery orange blaze that devours everything in its path. These wildfires are a double-edged sword. On one hand, they're incredibly destructive, obliterating homes, decimating wildlife populations, and sometimes even claiming human lives. The smoke they produce can also have detrimental effects on air quality, exacerbating respiratory conditions and contributing to climate change. On the other hand, wildfires are also a natural and essential part of many ecosystems. They clear out dead wood and undergrowth, making room for new growth and helping to maintain the health and diversity of the forest. Whether we view them as a horrifying disaster or a natural phenomenon, wildfires remain a powerful testament to nature's unbridled force. Number 7 takes us to the heart of the Pacific Ocean, where the Ring of Fire lies. This major area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean is home to about 75% of the world's volcanoes and 90% of the world's earthquakes. Among these, we find the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines in 1991. It was the second largest volcanic eruption of the 20th century, with effects felt globally. The eruption ejected roughly 10 billion metric tons of magma and 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide, causing a significant drop in global temperatures for the following years. The fallout led to devastating pyroclastic flows, lahars, and ash deposits up to 15 centimeters thick. The immediate death toll was around 800, but the long-term effects on agriculture, housing, and public health were far-reaching and severe. Nature's power, both awe-inspiring and terrifying. At number 6, we find ourselves in the heart of a devastating hurricane. Hurricanes, these swirling giants of wind and rain, are born from warm ocean waters. As the heated water evaporates, it rises, condensing high in the atmosphere and creating swirling clouds of thunderstorms. The Earth's rotation sets the whole system spinning, and a hurricane is born. This particular hurricane reached Category 5 status, with winds exceeding 157 miles per hour. It brought about torrential rains and catastrophic flooding, turning streets into rivers and homes into islands. The aftermath was a scene of destruction. Buildings were leveled and entire communities were displaced. Despite the chaos, the resilience and unity of the human spirit shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers became friends, and together they began the long and arduous process of recovery and rebuilding. This hurricane is a stark reminder of our vulnerability in the face of nature's might. Breaking into the top 5, we have the infamous volcanic eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980, a disaster that shook the world, quite literally. Now, what causes a volcanic eruption, you might ask? Well, it's a pressure game. Magma from the Earth's mantle rises through the crust, and when the pressure from the gases within the magma exceeds the weight of the rock above it, an eruption is triggered. In the case of Mount St. Helens, the eruption was a colossal display of nature's fury, shooting ash 15 miles into the sky and flattening 230 square miles of forest. Not to mention the pyroclastic flows, a fast-moving current of hot gas and volcanic matter, which obliterated everything in its path. The aftermath was equally dramatic, with the landscape forever altered and ecosystems disrupted. Yet nature proved its resilience, with new life eventually sprouting from the devastation. Truly, a spectacle of nature's destructive power. At number 4, we witness a chilling encounter with the wild, untamed power of the Earth's core. A volcanic eruption, a spectacle of nature that combines awe, terror, and raw beauty in equal measure. The cause, a simple one, yet profoundly complex: the movement of tectonic plates beneath the Earth's crust, leading to a buildup of pressure that demands release. This release comes in the form of molten rock or magma bursting forth from the Earth's surface, often accompanied by a pyroclastic flow. This is a fast-moving current of hot gas and volcanic matter, which can reach speeds of up to 700 kilometers per hour and temperatures of about 1000 degrees Celsius. The aftermath is a transformed landscape, often devoid of life but ripe for new beginnings, an event that shook the world, showing us the raw fury of nature. Coming in at number 3, we have the catastrophic event known as the Great Smog of London. This disaster wasn't a hurricane, an earthquake, or a volcanic eruption. Instead, it was a dense, choking fog that enveloped the city for 5 long days in December 1952. The Great Smog was caused by a lethal combination of cold weather, windless conditions, and heavy use of coal for heating and industry. This created a toxic smokescreen that brought the city to a standstill and took the lives of several thousand people. As the smoky fog descended, visibility dropped to a few feet. The city's transportation system ground to a halt, and even the ambulance service ceased to function. People died in their homes, unable to reach hospitals. The Great Smog of London is a stark reminder of the deadly consequences of air pollution. Nature's wrath caught on camera. Just missing the top spot at number 2, we have the catastrophic eruption of Mount St. Helens. This infamous disaster unfolded on May 18, 1980, in the state of Washington, USA. The eruption was triggered by a magnitude 5.1 earthquake that caused a landslide on the volcano's north face. This landslide, the largest in recorded history, uncorked the volcano, leading to a lateral blast that shot out hot gas and rock at supersonic speeds. The blast flattened an area of about 200 square miles, annihilating everything in its path. The eruption also caused the deaths of 57 people and thousands of animals, while also damaging human structures and natural habitats. But it didn't stop there. The eruption sent ash clouds 15 miles high, which dispersed across 11 states. The aftermath was a transformed landscape, a chilling reminder of the cataclysm, a chilling display of nature's power. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. At number 1, we have the Great East Japan Earthquake and Tsunami of 2011. This disaster is a stark reminder of the sheer power and unpredictability of our planet. Originating off the Pacific coast of Tohoku, this underwater earthquake was one of the strongest ever recorded, with a magnitude of 9.1. But the quake was just the start. It triggered a devastating tsunami, with waves reaching heights of up to 40 meters, sweeping across the land and obliterating everything in its path. The tsunami was so powerful, it didn't just cause destruction on a local scale. It was felt across the world, even causing icebergs to break off in Antarctica. The effects were catastrophic. Over 15,000 lives were lost and hundreds of thousands of people were displaced. This disaster also led to the largest nuclear incident since Chernobyl, as the tsunami damaged the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, leading to multiple meltdowns. The surrounding areas are still dealing with the aftermath, over a decade later. This event serves as a brutal reminder of the force of nature. It shows us that despite all our advancements and preparations, we are still at the mercy of our planet, the most devastating display of nature's fury, leaving us in awe of her power and respect for her might. And there you have it, the top 10 natural disasters caught on camera. From the raging tornadoes tearing across the plains to the immense tsunamis crashing against our coastlines, we've seen the relentless and unforgiving power of nature at its most destructive. Yet these moments are not just about the devastation they bring, but also about the resilience of life and the importance of preparedness. Each of these events reminds us of the need to be ready, to have a plan, and to respect the power of the natural world. We've seen how hurricanes can reshape landscapes, how wildfires can ravage our forests, and how earthquakes can shake our very foundations. But we've also seen how communities can come together, rebuild, and become stronger in the aftermath. Remember, nature's power is awe-inspiring, but it's also a reminder of our need to respect and protect our planet.